How much of an education are you getting in how fucked we are by your show? Because I would be very pessimistic if I had gone to all the places that you've gone to and seen all the chaos that you've seen.
I'm not. I'm not pessimistic at all. I think one of the biggest surprises for me filming this show has been finding out that even the people, not all, but the majority of the people that I've met involved in these illegal activities around the world, that they are very much people just like you and me. And it is more often than not because of a lack of opportunities that they end up involved in a life of crime. And I think, there is the idea that no matter how far I travel to the edges of our society and that I can still find people who are relatable and redeemable makes me actually have a very optimistic view of the world. Of course, that doesn't apply to everyone. When I'm interviewing white supremacists who talk about, wanting death for minorities or, other people that I've interviewed.
Have you done that? You've interviewed?
Yeah, we did. We did an episode.
Is that on this season?
It's on season 2, last season, on white supremacy.
Where did you go?
We went to Denver. We interviewed
Denver?
There is we interviewed a couple of people in Denver, one of which was a 28-year-old, I believe he was I can't remember what he was by day, but he showed up wearing a swastika. And he was talking about a race war, and he was going to do everything he could to make this race war start. And he was part of Atomwaffen, which is a big white supremacist group that has actually been responsible for some deaths in the U.S.
How many of those people just need, somewhere to belong to? And this is, something that they find that they can find a bunch of people that are energized about a very specific cause, and then they find that if they align themselves with this group, there's a camaraderie and a brothership in this cause, even if it's ridiculous and disgusting.
I think a lot of them.
Yeah.
I think the vast majority of them, actually.
Lost people.
Yeah, and it's the danger of the internet, right? Because it's a loudspeaker. Unfortunately, it's a place where you can find that community, but that community is not always good.
It's a danger of psychology, too, right? That people are easily manipulated and they want to belong to a group, and especially if they think that it's some sort of a secret group that other people don't know about, and that they have this cause they think is, valid or just.
Or make sense of the world. Maybe if they feel like the world is not is unjust towards them, they feel like there has to be a reason behind it, so maybe it is.
Did you ever see when W. Kamau Bell went and interviewed a bunch of KKK? He's great at that because he's such an easygoing, likable guy. He's so nice and so smart that when they're with him, they're like, hey, you're different. And I'm like, hey, man, you need some black friends. There's a lot of people like that out there, you fucking idiot. Yeah. It's like these poor, sad, lost people, and then they're committed to this thing. This horrible idea.
I know. So much of it comes out of ignorance, too.
Yeah, most of it.
Yeah, I know.
And foolishness.
Yeah.
And it's so disheartening that that's prevalent.
It is. It's very sad. Yeah, that sense of community is really missing for a lot of people. But, unfortunately, it leads to a lot of hate as well. So those were the people that, for me, were really difficult to empathize with.
Yeah, I would imagine.